Everyone, and welcome to the GC Sports YouTube channel. My name's T-Bird, taking you through tonight's action from the twisty, turny Charlotte Roval. Joining me in the booth is probably your dad once again, as well as two IRRs for this long road course race. First off, we have Mr. Justin Shackett coming off a podium in the custom race moments ago.
Who, me? No.
Yes.
Yes, you.
Also in the booth, also joined, coming back from the last race. He was the lead broadcaster before, but now he's on the track himself, Mr. Denkate.
Howdy, howdy, y'all.
Can I just say something? You want to know what a bop is for drinks? Peach flavored Snapple. That's all. Carry on.
Not the 70s anymore. You don't have to drink Snapple still.
I love Snapple. What are you talking about?
You guys can join now.
Pack in 2 days. Anyway, who's excited for this race after the custom one?
I'm excited to watch. I don't know why you'd be excited to race.
Girl, I just came off a podium finish in a custom at a road course.
Yeah, I shouldn't speak for everyone.
I am in fantasy world right now. I don't even care if I finish last. I will finish behind Denkate and be okay.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Love you! No, I'm just excited. Like, I just have this new passion for road course racing ever since running in this league. Like, I feel like I've gotten better, so, and as most of you probably already know, due to events, I have gained Knievel Motorsports as a captain now, so I do now have the ability to run these races to see people that I want to sign, so I love it from a new perspective, not only as a driver, but as a team owner, but here we go.
Green flags out, Shake and Bake, a new driver for this race on the pole in that one car, followed by the 44 of Captain Jack. And Captain Jack has a huge run as the one gets a bit loose out the corner. Rockstar in the 54, also to the outside of the, which turns into the inside real quick for the 54 as he gets underneath for second. They're still side by side. It looks like Shake's going to have to run out the corner and get back towards Captain Jack. Also note, Private Patton, one of the captains, using his provisional role to run this race in that custom 9 car, so look for him to be up there towards the front in this race.
And up front he will be after a few laps. He is one of the premier drivers in the Cup Series and has been for a while in this league.
Yeah, as we look right at the front of the field, Captain Jack defending hard against the one of Shake and Bake. To the inside goes the one. Who's going to be the last of the late breakers down into the chicane? Looks like Shake gained time, but now will the run come for the 44? It looks like it will. A little bit of contact, and that's how the 44 gets clear as they now head towards the very tricky and very risk-reward section of the front stretch chicane.
Starting to get a little strung out here, but I haven't seen much, trouble or contact. A lot less than I thought I'd see here. Private Patton up to third now.
Yeah, Private Patton already looking fascinating as we already see what looks to be the class of the field starting to pull away from everyone else here now. These stages are very short, 7-lap stage 1, 6-lap stage 2, but still a lot of action that happens in these stages. It's now the battle for second looking like it's going to heat up here as Private Patton looking down the bumper of the 1 car. Not quite there yet, but maybe a good run out of here, and he could be right there, although it looks like the run does better. And Justin Shackett in the 55, he's going to be to the inside of Rockstar right here for 4th, and he's going to get there before they even come to the chicane. A huge set from Rockstar.
Luckily missed the back bumper of the 55. I think he would have been getting a penalty there.
Yeah, that was a close one right there. So now Justin Shackett is going to have to follow 54 right back through this front stretch chicane this time.
My car's not turning.
Meanwhile, up front, Shake and Bake's taking the lead, but now that's under pressure from Private Patton, Captain Jackson third. They're all under a blanket for the lead. Shake and Bake trying to hold it on the inside through this corner. Captain Jack a bit. Oh, got the curve a little bit, and Private Patton's going to have to run out the exit.
Get the patent, and now what these guys should do is tuck in behind and try to learn something.
Yeah, you could definitely learn a thing or two from this man right here. Private Patton, who leads this race. Another person I have yet to touch upon, but is also a very fast road course racer in the midst of 5th and 6th. Hasn't worked his way all the way up to the front yet, but JCR McLovin in the 10, new for this week as well, and he's right there battling for top 5 at the moment. Well, not quite top 5. He's looking about, I believe that's 7th place right now, behind the 0.
Adjusting a little bit of little wiggle off of that chicane. Gonna give a spot up to just Ken here, coming up to the front stretch through big track 3 and 4.
Yeah, very interesting note. Back out front, it looks like Captain Jack's had some issues getting out the final chicane as he has lost Shake and Bake and Pat and was real slow coming across the line that time, so potential issue for him. As I believe we are now on lap 4 of 7 for the stage. If I could get confirmation.
Yes, sorry.
You son of a...
Try to keep it PG there, Denkate.
Yeah, that's why I went son of a bee.
Alright, meanwhile, back in front, Shake It Bake's not letting Private Patton get too far away from him, as they are still within a second, I would have to guess. And it actually gains a whole lot of time right to the bumper to 9. And now, with the 1 car going to be right there still, this could very well be about who goes deeper into the chicane. Now, it's very hard to go side by side through here, but it can still be done, just barely. And they'll just follow single file, and oh, Shaky Bake's gone for the run out the corner, and he's going to have a chance to go down to the inside here for the lead.
Ooh, got a little bit of that curving, but he's able to keep some momentum, not lose too much track position and time. Still tucks up right behind the bumper of the 9 of Private Patton.
Yeah, he's still there by a decent belt. Oh, he's in the grass there, though. That drops a little bit of time off of him from Private Patton, but still probably within a second, I'd have to guess.
Yeah, I'd say that deficit is about a second right now.
Looking throughout the rest of the field, looks like the battle for what I believe to be 8th place. JCR clashing up against Mr. Mopow Titan, another new face for the Cringe Xfinity series this week. So JCR's getting more involved, Mopow getting more involved with drivers. Another one that we scroll through that's new for this week. Delgatro makes his GC return. Hasn't been in a race, I don't think, since it was still Giggity, so good to see him back in the swing of things. Right now, he's right in front of JCR McLovin as those two battle for position. Looks like a bit loose. That's the trouble, Delgatro, of running that chicane so hard as you can hit that curve, and it sends you about 20 different ways. And as he loses the spot to McLovin right there.
Captain Jack has gotten around Shake and Bake up front for second. Shake and Bake looking back to the left side of him. I think he's going to get him back right here, but Shake and Bake lost a lot of time to Patton up front.
Yeah, I think the one starting to hit his point where he's a bit inconsistent. And that's the thing with the big thing is speed. You'll gain some speed, but not a whole lot in terms of custom the sliders. The big thing is consistency. As you could sort of set up your car to be more consistent on the slider, on the custom than the slider, you're having a lot more throttle control, a lot more risk into what you're doing on the track.
Yeah, if I were to guess, I'd say Shake and Bake is probably on a high preset here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is you have to be on a high preset to make speed, but the looser you go, the less consistent you're going to be over what you could be consistency-wise. Now, I believe we're on the last lap here.
Nope. Well, yeah.
or stage 1. Private Pan out to a blistering lean is already about the lap.
Yeah.
Is that you, Denkate?
Yep.
Oh dear. Up as he puts the car a lap down already.
It's all right.
That's all. That's all. We'll talk about that for now.
Lucky for him, I think he's going to get the lucky dog.
Yep.
They call it the lucky dog for a reason.
Rockstar fell back to 8th after spinning out.
Oh boy.
Ooh, right. That is not what you need to happen on the last lap of stage number 1 for Rockstar there. Meanwhile, we are still with Private Patton, and
and he got loose.
Still sideways.
Yeah, Rockstar's struggling mightily. Meanwhile, Private Patton's looking like he's going to take stage 1 barring a huge mistake down the final chicane. Captain Jack's going to have second over Shake and Bake, and he's going to be able to keep that here. Private Patton wins stage 1. It's going to be Captain Jack, Shake and Bake, and behind him.
Rockstar got a course penalty coming out of the last chicane. I think he's going to
Captain Jack, Shake and Bake, Just Ken, JCR McLovin, Delgatro, JCR Clashin, Justin Shackett, Rockstar, and Mo Power Titan.
No, More Power Titan got around Rockstar because he got a course penalty.
Yeah, flip those two. That was your stage rundown. Thank you, Denkate. And in terms of Rockstar, that is the case of the no good, very bad, terrible, absolutely horrible last lap of the stage.
Oh, Jesus, sorry. As I like.
Bit of action in the YouTube land. Someone is seeing the broadcast and having a bit of interest. Always love to see that. Drivers finding out about the league and getting back and getting into it from the YouTube channel. That's one of the many reasons why.
Almost disconnected from the race after dropping his controller. It's okay. We're back.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Now,
Justin,
Justin, with the short stages here, is there any way you can play pit strategy, or is that not really going to be factored?
Nope. You're just going for it. Yeah, you're going for it here. Pit every time. I mean, you're not really going to gain anything by trying to play strategy right now in the stages.
I was doing that. Back to green flag. Patton goes ahead and tucks up in front of the 44 of Captain Jack, followed by Shake and Bake in the top 4. Now all get single file pretty quickly. Ken makes a good move, gets up there into the top 5. Ooh, a little wiggle from the 1. A little wiggle from a lot of the field there. Ooh, the 10, and here to make contact. They're into the outside wall.
They're cutting their grass.
Place in line now.
A big moment from Mark Lovin there.
Again.
And now Just Ken's absolutely struggling to find the car again back under him there.
He's going to drop all the way back to around
8th. He's in right now. There's a gaggle of cars back there.
Yeah. Oh, and Clash is going to overkill this corner a huge amount. He's got a full course pen, and that stacks up the entire field behind him.
Wow. They slowed down.
Yeah, that stacked me up a lot, and I went airborne over the turtle.
Ken looking under the apron under Justin. Justin's not going to give it to him. Around goes Ken into the 54. He's around into the outside wall. Luckily, he's the only one involved so far. Blends back in. Right in front of the 8, who lets him.
Oh my, absolute chaos at the beginning of stage 2 here. Meanwhile, up front, Private Pan still has the lead, but Shake and Bake and Captain Jack right back up onto him. Not on his bumper, but within a second and a half, I would say, between the 3 of them. Oh, Pan just has a great run out of that corner that time.
So the issue with Rockstar is he's being really aggressive right now after making a mistake on his own, thinking that it was caused by somebody else. Because he just drove through me for no reason.
Well, what I've noticed out of Rockstar, he too also looks like he is on a higher preset. So it looks like to me, the higher preset,
he can't get out of the corners.
He has to hustle so that his car doesn't oversteer in the corner. He has to hustle into the corner harder, and I think that's putting him in a lot of really bad positions to make contact here. It's close quarter race.
As we go through the chicane, this time looking at that battle between the 54, 55, and now the 4-car Freedom Flyer. First time we've mentioned him tonight. But those three were nose to tail. Rockstar actually has a really nice chicane that time. Gets a bit of distance from Justin Shackett. Yeah. And the higher preset in those chicanes, that's where it's going to do you a whole lot of benefit, is being able to turn the wheel more faster and have more of an impact when you turn it through those corners.
Well, and this is a wheel track too. You're able to get more up on the wheel and really get that front end to turn better than a controller. So it's like a late model car where you can get on the dirt and you want to get that thing sideways, so you're able to pull the wheel to get the front end to get really into the corner.
Yeah, on road courses with really tight corners, and I'd even say tracks like Martinsville, if you have a wheel over a controller, it would help because the radius of which you can angle the wheel is a lot larger on a wheel than on a little joystick controller. So you could be a lot more surgical with how you angle the corner and how secure
Right. Absolutely.
I say as I run a controller.
Yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, it's like, you outrun me at ovals about no matter where we go, and yet on the road courses, I sort of like catch up to you at the very least with the wheel. So I mean, you don't have like, it's not like a wrong statement to say that. I'll even admit it myself.
NASCAR just got a course penalty. No, he didn't. How the hell did he do that?
I don't know,
sorry.
but we're on JCR McLovin, who sort of had a bang the wall sort of run through the final chicane, but Captain Jack's falling off the front of the pack. Biopan's still leading. Shake and Bake's right there. Almost like middle of stage 1 where those two were the 1-2 before Captain Jack caught and passed Shake and Bake. But now Captain Jack's the one that's fallen back a huge amount. McLovin could actually be, if Captain Jack maybe makes a mistake or two here, McLovin could be the one to capitalize for third.
3-wide battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th.
That's not good here.
They were 3-wide coming onto turn 3 and 4 of the oval.
Yeah, that's Mopow Italian now into a nice spot here for himself. Rockstar and Freedom Flyer also in this battle for position. This is for 5th. It looks like Mopow Italian's going to be one able to drive away a decent amount from both of those.
So this is where Rockstar should start falling off with running the higher preset.
Actually, I've noticed, on the controller anyways, which I think is, I've noticed on road courses, the higher the preset, the tighter it gets. Kind of opposite for me than what it usually is on RMS.
Yeah, and this is going back to the last broadcast as well, but you generally get more grip, whether it's because of less fuel or just the tires having some rubber on them, but you generally get more grip as the run goes on here, and more speed, crucially.
I think under pitting, I think the only really thing that you could do is take less fuel. Because
we're on the last lap, guys.
In the track as much, and you're able to like slide the car. Because sometimes the best thing to do here is like getting back onto the turn 3 and 4 is sometimes sliding the back end, because that will help really turn the car and get it pointed in the direction you need it to go.
Now, what I am looking at is Private Pan, I think, has pitted to try to get in front for stage 3 here.
I hope not, because we're on the last lap.
Yeah, that should be a penalty because you are not allowed. Pit road is closed with 2 to go. So he should, at the end of the race, if he is the winner, should get put to the last car on the lead lap.
Well, if he pitted with 3 to go, coming to 2 to go, as the leader, he can do that, because I don't... Unless the one could have gotten... I didn't have the camera on it, I don't know which lap he came down on.
Unless he got pushed down.
He had on the 1 at the time. Because if he comes down with 3 to go, coming to 2, as long as whoever reassumes the lead doesn't get to the line for 2 to go before he does, but I couldn't really see.
Yeah. I don't know.
It looks like that's what he would have done, because he just came across the line and is still under power.
Yeah, I think he came down, coming to 2, and that should be a legal move for him. So fair play to him using the spot.
It will probably be put under review. I mean, he isn't here for points.
Sorry, we're under. This is the last lap now.
See,
so he probably did it.
So I think what happened was he pitted coming 2 to go.
So now it would all depend on where the 1 was in comparison.
Which you could get to pit road, especially if you were the leader before the 1 gets anywhere close to the line as he comes across for the stage win. Shake and Bake taking his first career GC Sports stage win. As the battle for second commences with Captain Jack beating out McLovin for a position.
Hey, I'm not last.
I think Rockstar gets 5th over Freedom Flyer and Mopow Titan. That goes through top 7, and then Justin looks like you're 8th. Keystone Cowboy looks to be 9th, and I don't know.
I'm 7th. Keystone is 8th. Del Grotto is 9th, and DG Buds is.
DGI Buds, I think, is his first race.
Yes, I believe this is his first race.
Yeah, you would be correct in that. So
I also want to make out a point here. With me and Patton running, we are not running for points. So even though we're finishing in the stages, we're taking away stage points, away from season regular drivers if they're not beating us inside the top 10. So,
well, actually, they just rotates.
Okay, I think here though you're going to start seeing them be a little more aggressive with Patton and I, because we're not here to win. I mean, we're here to win. We're not here for anything else other than a race win.
Ken with a little bit of pit strategy here with the first 3 cars.
Yeah, Patton restarted 15.
What the?
Private Cannon gets out to a lead. Now, I did see for a moment Chaser clashing, came down with coming to 3 to go, I believe, to take the pit stop, which is an option. You don't have to pit this stage, and you actually have quite a few laps of buffer in that regard.
You didn't need to pit. You could have made it. It all depends on how bad you use your tires.
Ooh, the 0 a little loose, trying to stay off the back bumper of the 07. Captain Jack back 10, and here comes the 1 through all of it.
There's a gaggle of cars right here for second place.
And a huge battle. Rockstar went deep into the corner, trying to get underneath the 4, got there, and then got underneath the 10.
This is where Rockstar has to go, because on this run he's going to get loose, so he needs to make the moves now, while he's still.
Well, he's going for it into the 10. Wow, uses him up. The 10 wants to put him in that wall.
Well, you just said he needed to make a move, and he did it.
Buddy, you're not clear.
Oh, bit of bicker in the back there between cars.
Deep into the corner for Justin. Car into 10, and they're all into him. Wow, that's the back half of the top 10 involved in that one. That was Ken sideways up against the wall. I guess the car did not ghost in time, and that took out the 4 and 51. A lot of cars. No, nothing.
Yeah, even Justin got a clip of that, but it looks like he was one of the better ones out of that.
I somehow made it through it. Don't ask me how. Somebody tried to dive bomb me coming out of the chicane.
Now you're going to be underneath the 98 of DG Buds. Yeah, that's his name. And now this is
that is a professional move right there. The crossover.
The one and only.
The one and only IRR, patting himself on the back mid-race.
Shake and Bake has just lost 2 spots after.
I guess he didn't like a crossover.
Shake and Bake lost 2 spots in the backstretch chicane to Clashing and Captain Jack trying to go for a move. It's just very slow.
I don't know what changes Shake and Bake has made to the car, but whatever he did, he went the wrong way because he in every stage has been falling backwards. And that's the thing with sliders, is you run a high preset and you can go too far on your preset adjustments and get too loose.
Well, I think he got involved in something on the first lap of that stage that sent him wide a little bit on one.
Yeah, he may have gotten involved in that coming to the Charlotte 3 and 4 gaggle of cars.
Maybe, but he did get back around Captain Jack's now back on the bumper, clashing for second, but Patton's already gone a nice gap to the entire field. As that's got to be about, at the very least, 3 seconds, probably closer to 4 or 5.
Yeah, I would say the longer he plays nice, the bigger the gap it would be. But on the plus note earlier, I did notice Shake and Bake seems to have the faster car than Private Patton, but Private Patton seems to have the smoother car and the more comfortable car.
I no shade to Shake and Bake, but I also think that comes with
Shake and Bake
experience.
into the barrier. And there goes Captain Jack back around them. Big mistake into the tire barrier for the front stretch chicane.
Yeah, I mean, there's a tail like that. You might think that there could have been a bit of contact, but he also could have just overdrove that. Oh god, my voice has gone to utter bleh.
I use you a lot in the first stage.
Well, yeah, plus I actually have to do this entire race afterwards. I have to be in RR and the interview for winning, so... It's a lot, alright?
Somebody has stopped on the one chicane. The last one.
We're cycling through right now just to see if we could catch who it is. Well, we could catch Shaky Bake making a nice move in the backstretch chicane for
Delgatro.
Is that Delgatro?
Yeah.
Well, he's going now. He must have just gone on a course pen or something. But he is way back in the field now. He was involved in that crash at the beginning of the stage, but... yeah, now he's way back there, so he might have overdriven it again. Oh, and there was someone that's just parked it on the outside wall.
We don't have to talk about it. It's not that important.
I think we found that someone.
That was a rookie mistake. That was under braking and shifting too fast. And I want to give a shout out to the 98. If this is his first race, he has stayed out of trouble and is just being very consistent, learning the track, not really getting into any trouble, just kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed with Digibud so far tonight.
He's not really making mistakes. He's taking the corners like he should be. He's not overdriving. He's not underdriving. I mean, to be, you know, not caught up in those early wrecks as a rookie in your first, I mean, the pressure added that, hey, your first race is going to be the Charlotte Roval, you know, and you're racing against some of the best of the best.
Oh, I think we just cursed them.
Yep, we did.
Way to go, Justin.
Yeah, well,
I think that was just a matter of gassing it up too soon, I think.
Well,
yeah, very easy to do on these sliders.
He lost a lot of time, but he only lost 3 positions out of that.
And I think he can gain those back.
Not missing anything up front. Private Patton still has about a 5 to 6 second lead over the field.
Yep, Shake and Bake second, Clash in third, Captain Jack fourth.
We are having a battle for 6th between Freedom Flyer and More Power Titan.
And I believe the 10 of JCR McLovin's engine has expired.
I would have to guess, because you shouldn't be making a pit stop, so if he's down pit road, I would have to say that's an expired engine.
Yep, I haven't seen him move in about 10 to 15 seconds, so I'd say that's what's going on.
Should be coming to 5 to go here.
Yeah, he's out. I ain't last anymore.
Well, there's something for you to celebrate.
That's why I stay in these races.
I also think the nice thing about road course racing is you're not seeing your typical every week front runners. You're kind of seeing those guys who are really good at road course racing, where, you know, they don't really get their time each race to really shine and really get the spotlight like they would.
I got the leaders coming up on me.
What I've been impressed with so far is how many new faces we have in this race and how few have been taken. I think that's
right.
So far to me.
Yeah, that is definitely something, because, I mean, the one thing with new faces, even new and old at road courses, is that you guys don't know each other's braking zones, so that tends to be more incidents rather than less than you would normally see, but you've had a very clean race.
Yeah, other than that one little... I mean, I wouldn't even call it a wreck. Just everybody racing really hard. I mean, like I said earlier, you know, you being a rookie and starting your first race at the roval, and if you can finish in the top 10, top 15, that says a lot right there.
Yeah, and meanwhile, our second place driver is in his first race, so what does that say?
And who does appear to maybe be gaining on Pat, unless that's not, no, that's not Pat Adam.
No, that's me.
No, that...
That's me.
Well, he appears to be gaining on Denkate.
Well, if you're doing that, then you're doing something right.
I think the hardest part for, you know, these rookie drivers are going to be is, you know, like everybody, they want to be in the top series, so their thing now is don't cause yourself enemies. Keep doing what you know what to do, because the minute you start racing rough to get into the top 16 points to get noticed, to, you know, get signed to A, you know, captain could be looking at you, and then you make a little bit of a rough, you know, move on somebody, and that could turn a captain off to you, like, immediately, and then you could find yourself not getting any offers, so...
And also, these guys that are new here, and that are running well up front, they can't just go beating off of everyone for positions, because they're going to have to be here for a while to get up to Cup Series.
Correct,
because the guys who have already been taken, their points stay on the board. They just cannot add any more points in the series. But these guys have to go ahead and go up and pass them in points. So they're going to have to be here for 2 to 3 weeks, at least, to get attention. And I don't think they want to be getting everyone too mad at them. They're going to have to sit around.
I mean, the three of us, I mean, really the four of us can say that there was a good caliber of drivers and some good talent that got drafted up into the A series.
Yep.
That you are going to see making their debuts, and really, you know, as a new captain, the driver that I signed, I really told him, you know, my goal for you is I just need you to focus on getting in the top 16 of points to, you know, solid yourself into at least starting every week. So it's like, I don't need you going out there and getting wins and stuff like that. I just need you to be consistent, because they're going to be in a deficit just like, you know, the new drivers here.
Yep.
As we're coming down to the end of this race here, we have probably 1 or 2 laps to go, I would have to guess.
How many we got left, Justin?
Give me 1 second, I'm under braking.
2.
2 to go.
Are you coming to 2 to go, or are the leaders on 2 to go?
I'm coming to 1 to go.
Leaders on 2 to go.
I'm coming to 2 to go. Sorry.
I'm on 3 to go. Leaders are coming to 2 to go because they're right in front of me.
The leaders are on 2 to go.
Yeah, Pat's on 2 to go.
Yes, 2 to go right here. I just hit the start-finish line.
Alright. So 2 laps left for Pat. It looks like I don't think he's going to have any contenders.
I'm in a really heated battle with Freedom Flyer right now.
This is Mo Power Titan, but carry on.
Sorry.
Yeah, because Freedom Flyer is right in front of me.
And I'm impressed with Mo Power Titan right now. He's had a solid race. I mean, we probably all can realize
we got another car out of the race.
Yeah, who would that be?
I have no idea.
Ooh,
oh,
Digibuzz.
The new guy.
98.
Oh, that sucks for him. He was having a really good race.
Yeah, with 2 to go as well. Just needed those 2 laps,
But
and it would have
hey,
been fine.
he made a statement tonight. Even if he lagged out or whatever happened, he made a statement with this race. He was running inside the top 10. You know, he may have just, his preset may have just gotten too much for him to handle, but...
Yes. Right here, coming to the last lap, Private Patton's already on the... Private Patton already on the last lap, but now Mo Palatine's going to have a run on Justin Shackett, going for a position here, and we'll get it through the corner. Justin Shackett with a brilliant crossover once again from the 55, and we'll defend it for now. Now always going to cross over again. And now the 08 with the inside advantage, but he gets a bit of the curve. Justin Shackett's going to have to run out the corner. They're side by side, however, as they enter next couple corners. We'll catch back up that battle in a moment as we cycle back around. Private Patton winning at the Charlotte Roval. Shake and Bake grabbing P2 in the end. Clashing Captain Jack. Now back with this battle for position. As looks like Mo Palatine was able to get by through at some point. Oh, there goes Shackett. Oh, there goes Justin.
And I'll take 15th. I don't care.
I have to say, I have had the best night of my life. Like, I don't care that he got me. Like, I just am having a blast. I am not known for road course racing, and I've had the best time of my life tonight. Like, there's some really good drivers out there, and to these new drivers, the best thing I can tell you is you can get picked up at any point in the season. Keep at it. Like, yeah.
So I have Shake and Bake if anyone needs them.
Yeah, I don't think we really need Patton in here. I think you should just do the next 3 drivers. Just because Patton is a regular A-Cup driver, so I'd rather interview the regulars of this group.
Oh, you mean like he's the captain? So you
Correct,
want... Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, so...
I'd rather give the airtime to the drivers who race here every week. No offense to Patton.
You can get Patton in here also.
You can still get them all in.
Kind of odd to not interview the race winner.
We don't care. He's going to say the same thing every week. Yeah, the car was fast. I liked how the race went. Yeah.
Well, no holds barred for the from Justin there, but we'll get our top few drivers in here for some interviews if y'all don't mind.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. There's some really good talent out there.
Fastest lap of the race, 17.1 from Shake and Bake, actually, over Private Patton.
Alright. So... Okay, so you need... Captain Jack's already invited, so somebody might want to put in the message, join the chat. Once I can get to these flipping names.
For is just in case I fall into a number trade or I'm able to acquire another number for next year.